Yeah, I just watched this video Real Virginia Wind put up, and he was talking about how you don't get a second chance, and how he kind of found the weaknesses, the things that he should have taken care of, and with this power outage thing that we had the past couple days, and we were very fortunate. We only lost power for about 4 hours maybe. And like I posted in that other video about the storm video, where we, we cook outside most of the time anyway, and we cook off grid pretty much most of the time anyway. We very rarely use our electric stove, and so when all that stuff hit, we were already cooking outside. We just had to move the propane burners in, and keep on rolling, and put up a couple of lights, a couple of oil lamps, and we were just fine. We actually had a good time. We thought it was fun, but and that got me to thinking too when I saw this video, because I was thinking, the power was only out for about 4 hours. My mom's power out there, she was out of power for almost 2 days. I had to go up there and fix her generator that she's been relying on. It turned out it had a dead battery, and 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 so I think she's she doesn't she kind of thinks I'm nuts, and so you know when she didn't have any power and no water, no way to cook, uh, no way to really do anything at all without that generator. It got her to thinking, maybe she ought to check that generator a little more. Maybe she ought to put some water up, um, things like that. And my grandparents, they don't do, they don't have any kind of backup. Well, they've got a wood stove for heat, and they've got a gas stove in the basement that's hooked up with about 100-pound propane tank, so they can cook if they've got to, and they can sit in the cool basement. And if it's cold, they can heat, but they've got no way to get water either. And actually, I had to deliver them water last time their power went out this winter. I had to go and take them water. So that got me to thinking about my water storage. I still don't have my hand pump that I want to get for the well. I don't have a generator here at my place because I'm pretty much set us up where if the power goes down, we're pretty good without it. I don't want to have to rely on electricity for anything at all. So that got me to thinking about my water, and I've got what 10, probably, yeah, 8 or 10 55-gallon plastic barrels over there that are sitting there empty. That they should be full because they're not doing a dang bit of good empty over there. And I've also got right over here behind me over here a 275-gallon tank that I've been meaning to replace the 65-gallon tank that I have for my rainwater collection over there that I feed or water the animals with, use for backup water, flushing toilets if we got to. Uh, and so, that it really got me to thinking, like you said, there's no second chance, and after, something like that happens and the power goes out, or you can't go to the store. The stores were closed here. We had power, but Food Lion down the street, about 2 miles down the road here, they were out. They were without power. The one in Tight Squeeze, about 17 or about 10 miles up the road, uh, they lost power for about a day and a half. They came up about half the day on Sunday, and so and my wife, she we ran out of milk. Believe it or not, we didn't have milk, which wasn't a big deal. But she figured the store's open, by now, so we'll just go and get some milk. But the store down here still didn't have power, even though we did. She had to drive to Tight Squeeze and get it. And when she went there, she said it was a crazy, crazy house. That it was the first of the month today. The grocery store had been closed for a day, so everybody was up in there, and so I think we're pretty set here. I mean, it's 4 hours. It's a piece of cake for us. Like I said, we had a blast, but if we had to go 4 days, I think I would have ran out of water with the water I had in 4 days. And we're kind of really set up good, as far as food goes, toilet paper, things that we need, I don't have a year's supply full of I don't have a year's supply of food yet for 11 people in this house, but we could easily go. I think we could easily go a couple months before we'd start to get down to where we're gonna have to eat all the rabbits and chickens and just to stay alive. But I mean, I figure after 2 months, I mean, I'd say at least 2 months easy we've got. So I think just the water. I probably got maybe 2 days worth of water. So I need to work on about 2 months worth of water, and I think we'll be cool with that. Like the real Virginia wind said, when things like that happen, you think, oh well, I should have done this, I should have done that, and by the time something like that happens, it's too late, and you should have done this and you should have done that. Oh well, too late now. So that's just kind of what I'm thinking about.